Alright, my side. So I do a side quest today. I'm actually heading to a creator meetup to pretty much talk with some other creatives, network, and kind of meet some like-minded people. But it's been a while since I did one of these videos, so I felt like I wanted to do a Dane's World rant, where I not go focus too much about business, but kind of talk about the other aspects of my life. So, epiphany. I have a couple of things to talk about, but I might have to cut this video. This is actually not what I usually do. I usually do this in like a studio lighting setup, but yeah, I just go do this off the top. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, I never realized it, but I'm actually a very bossy person. Like, on a serious note, I feel like I'm very controlling, and it's something that I never really realized, because like I think I present like a very, well, I'm not to present, I think I come off as very nice, right? Like, I'm a nice person, listen to people's opinions, I like to talk, I like to hear people's feelings, but for the most part I am very controlling. Like, I like to tell people what to do, and not in a way of like trying to like get power over somebody, but it's more like I see people and I watch them and I see them make quote-unquote mistakes, and I call them mistakes because a lot of the times you see people doing certain things and then they get bad results from it, and then they'll come to you and say, yo, I want good results, and then you'll advise them based on something that you've seen work for other people and for yourself. Talking about myself, so I'd advise them based on something that I'm doing, and then it would be like there's so much resistance. You see me? Mind you, this is coming from a place of me caring about the person, because I feel like a lot of times why I'm so controlling is because of like an inner child type thing. This is a rant, by the way, but it's like I just wish I had somebody when I was growing up to kind of guide me in the right direction, because for the most part I feel like I made a lot of bad decisions, not because I was just smart, but because it was just like not properly thought out. Like, I used to do a lot of stupid stuff in the name of being just like a dumb person, you get me? And I had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way, and a big factor for me is I don't want people to have to like go through those same lessons, especially, you know, at an older, bigger age. But I realized there's this big resistance, and that resistance has made me a little bit bitter. Not because I feel like anybody has to listen to anything that I say, but it just feels kind of annoying when you come to me with problem X, and then oh, sorry, I have to change hands, give me a sec. Yeah, let's say you come to me with problem X and I give you a solution to problem X, and then it's like you don't listen, and then because you never listen you end up in a worse problem, but then you're low-key kind of asking for help with the problem that I gave you the initial solution for, and it's a little bit triggering, because it's just like, yeah, everybody have different steps or ways to get to the same path, right? I don't think there's one perfect universal path, but my thing is, like, if you're trying to achieve something, right? If you're trying, yo, am I walking in the right direction? I think this is the right direction. Yeah, well, let's say you're trying to achieve something, right? And it's not working, and then you have somebody that is doing something similar, because also I don't feel like you should listen to people that aren't. I'll never give anybody advice about something that I'm not doing or I don't have any experience in. I'm the first person to tell you, say, oh, I don't know. You see me? I don't think it's bad to say you don't know. If you don't know, you just don't know. But I feel like it's weird to come to someone who's doing what you want and then ask them, not listen to what they say, and then still asking them for help. But it's like people want to receive help in the way that they want to receive help, you get me? So the way that they want help, like, for instance, I could tell somebody how to do X, but in most instances I feel like them don't want you to tell them how to do X. They probably just want you to give them money, right? And for me, it's just like, I think that's a very crazy way to look on life, because it's like nobody's not going to be able to like fund you entirely in life. At some point it'll get run out. And then also, wouldn't you just want the solution to whatever problem? And if we're talking about money, that's just one aspect. Obviously there's other aspects. There's like relationship stuff, there's career stuff, but it's just like, I don't know, I'm starting to realize I do harbor a little resentment sometimes when people come to me with issues. I give them solutions, they don't listen, but then they come to me for help, and it does annoy me. It annoys me to the part where I feel like I've distanced myself from people just because I am tired of getting the same problems, offering solutions, and nothing coming from it. So that's my rant. Issue that I see with myself in this situation is, I think my ego is a little bit too big. Kind of sucks to say, but I think my ego is a little bit too big. And it's not to say I don't have humility, because I do know there's areas that I'm not an expert in or I'm not proficient in. It's just more so I feel like in the areas that I am proficient in, I feel like if persons were to be more collaborative, yeah, I'll probably switching hands, this is so heavy, but I feel like if persons were to be more collaborative, we get so much more stuff done, as well as we could be such a great team. And this is not just for like family, this is friends, just anything, you know. So yeah, I realized that my ego is a little bit too big. I don't see getting any smaller. I also realized that I'm a little bit controlling, although with good intent. And I'm still, the way to hell is paved with good intentions. So I'm gonna work on that. I think the big part of what I'm working on is being removed from the outcomes and the consequences of other people's actions. So it's just like, a part of why I get resentful is because I give with the intent of stuff getting better, not for me but for the person. And I feel like when it doesn't get better, I'm resentful because I gave you a solution that you didn't try, and it's like, no, it's worse, and like you need a bailout. And that's made me very resentful and kind of annoyed. But I feel like I have to get used to the idea that people are just going to do what they want, and I shouldn't be attached to their outcome. So whether it gets worse or better, just up to them, and stop trying to save people that don't necessarily know that they need to be saved or want to be saved. So that's something where I come into terms with. And again, I think it comes from like an inner childhood thing where I really would have appreciated someone being there for me, especially when I was going through all my stuff. Like, I felt like I never know what to do, I never have any guidance, not everybody looking out for me, and I'd have killed to have like some kind of mentor or somebody that's just even slightly above me just kind of directing me. Because the truth is, a lot of the stuff that I do now, I had to figure it out on my own, which obviously is a skill set in itself. But I'd have appreciated if somebody was just kind of like guiding me in some way or form. And even right now, like, I pay people to guide me. Like, I'm big on self-help, big on mentorship. Like, I'm big on finding the mentor that is above me and paying them. And I've never had a bad experience with a paid mentor, like, honestly. And I mean, perspective, I'm sure other people have bad experiences, but for me, I think every time I've invested in some kind of mentorship or some kind of like program or some kind of paid learning, not regular traditional school, I mean skill set and business stuff, business mentorship, I feel like it's always been good. So yeah, that's my TED talk about that. But since I want to keep this more personal, I think I got some other stuff I want to touch on. So thing number one, I want to write a book. I put it on my list of stuff to do. It's been going good so far. I have a basic outline. I feel like I can have a full outline probably by Q3. I want to see what else I do want to talk to you guys about, or talk to me about. I'm saying you guys, like, hold on, yo, my train is about to come in like 3 minutes. Zoinks. Should I cut this? Nah, go keep it and just keep rambling. Ooh, I have a shitload of stuff to talk about. All right, so this probably might cut soon, but oh, okay, yes, this. So this one is really about like navigating goals while the world is burning. It's like, it does feel weird to be working, to be having meetings, to be going to the gym while there's so much turmoil worldwide. It feels like almost unreal. Like this normalization of stuff like crashing and burning, it's very anxiety inducing. But you know, I still continue even as the world burns. Still going to work, still doing what I have to do, still trying to eat healthy. For what reason, who knows? But maybe the world was always burning and we just never realized it. But being painfully aware right now, it's been interesting. Balance is also something I didn't want to talk about. Like balancing, like finding like the beauty in the rough parts, as well as also just exploring different sides of the equation. And I think that's why I'm opening up myself to, even though I've been trying to help people, that maybe it wasn't coming from the right place, and that I need to still remove myself from the outcomes regardless of whether they're good or bad, because that's just people and that's just human beings. Signs I've seen a sign, but I don't remember what the sign was. I think when I say, oh, duality of stuff. I was watching Hell's Paradise. Hold on, breathless because of that stairs. But I was watching the Hell's Paradise, and it was like in the episode. Oh, I remember everything now. All right, in the episode, it was like the main character. He's really strong, but the concept is like because he's so strong, he relies on his strength. But it's like if you rely only on strength, you can't bring out your full potential, because the idea is there's strength in weakness and there's weakness in strength. So it's like you don't want to be too focused on strength and you don't want to be too focused on weakness. It's like the yin and yang of it all, finding the balance. That was how he was able to like bring out the best version of himself. So it's just like, I think I had that epiphany when I was in the gym. I was in the sauna and I was like, yo, I am in so much pain right now, but it's like the pain make you stronger. And it's like in the moment, you know, you feel it, all these thoughts, these racing thoughts in your head, but it's just like sit with the thoughts, you know, sit with the discomfort, and it's like that builds you into a better person. Because it's like the strength of a person is not like how great they are on a great day, it's like how great they are on like a bad day. So it's just like I say so just like so often. But yeah, like if you're in pain and you can still be okay, I think that's the markings of somebody that's a strong person, not somebody that's okay when nothing's happening. So that was something that was interesting to me. And then just the beauty in like perspective, in terms of just having a perspective and then like not being afraid to like shift it, because nothing is really black and white. Like what looks one way to you might not be another way for somebody else. What you think is right might be a different path for somebody else, you know. Like what's flow state or what's perfect or what's aligned for you might not be aligned for somebody else. And that is something that I really have to come to terms with, because I don't like seeing anybody like not winning or not enjoying stuff. And it's like I always trying to use like my path as the path for other people, but then it's realizing that their path might be entirely different, or might be something that I never thought of, because what aligned for me might not align for somebody else. So yeah, that's that. I think I have more to say, but I'll give myself some time to breathe. Been rambling for at least 20 minutes right now. I need to jump on the chair and need to call a friend too. But this was like another version of the videos I've been doing, especially because most of them were in studio. I feel like outside actually living, hopefully I can hear, or hopefully you guys can hear, will give another perspective. I hope you guys can hear me. I think I did my good deed for the day. I just helped somebody to find their train track. Pretty cool dude. It's kind of funny directing people now, especially since I didn't even know half of anywhere in New York. But wait, looks like I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? Nope, going the right way. But yeah, heading out to B&H for the creator meetup. Is this 8th Avenue? Okay, I think I'm going the right way. What's also interesting about being in the city is that the GPS axe the hell up, bro. Nope, definitely going the wrong way. Yeah, the GPS axed the hell up, so just need to hurry up. I got 50 minutes left. I could have been on time, but I was on the phone with a friend. Ended up getting off on the wrong track, but worked out. Helped somebody find their way, so I got lost to help somebody else. But anyway, on my long ass rant about duality and stuff, it's just like there's beauty in everything, and it's really just a perspective thing. I think that's especially why this year I'm really big on like being around certain people, being aligned with like energy and stuff, because everything is just how you view it, you know. So you want to be around people that have a positive view, that, you know, find the good in things, that find, you know, solutions and not problems, because no matter how like great you think you are, smart, talented, if you're in a room with people that are the opposite, then you're just gonna average it out, you know. Like, you're gonna have to dim your light to be in that room. And saying that, not to say anything is superior on the others, well, obviously you want to be in a space with good energy, you know. So yeah, just positivity for this year. Like, this is why I even come into this thing, to meet like other people that, you know, on a similar path, whether that's content creation, whether that's business stuff. Like, I want to be around more people that are really, you know, on that mindset, on that grind set. So yeah, excited for that. But in other news, it's bricks, super bricks right now. And it's weird because I have on the sweater and I'm sweating, but it's also extremely cold. So I just don't know how to feel about that right now. And I think it's this turn. Yeah, this turn. Is it this way? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna cut you guys off till I head to B&H. Yeah.
That's right.
Boom.
Great. All right. Great. Let's go. Now, perfect. We need let the employees in the street here. Is that terrible? If I would go out there. Okay, you know
Hey, you take a video, mate, bro?
Yeah, dude. Really funny. If you stayed across the street, then we could dinner. Okay, yeah, just stay here.
Think good. I think good.
What is this?
I think it's a mic.
Yeah, it's a mic.
Nick, now
That
we
is
should do like
so
a
sick.
walking down shot and like
Wait,
an
so that's not
outro.
you guys'
Just like if you
No,
guys
it's his.
did, maybe it could be
I'm just
cool.
doing
I
some
could follow
BTS
this
with him.
right here. Like if you guys are
I
in New
don't
York,
know.
I think it's a 12.
You're at 12?
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's great.
There are probably like 13 or 14.
It's smooth. I'm more of an instant ecosystem kind of guy, but I feel like GoPro.
Okay, so maybe you could
GoPros are the pioneers, bro. They started it.
Yeah.
Insta's
Wait,
good
he
though.
does it all. He really does it all. Ready? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna walk back towards you.
GoPro's not really like innovative
Ready?
anymore.
Yeah.
We're at the B&H in New York City. If you are ever dreaming about having any kind of camera,
Back up, back up. Look like
Now
normal
it's like
people.
PGI, Insta.
actually don't care. Just come to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do a selfie cam on this. What's up, YouTube?
Yo, yo.
What? It's sick. What? That's cool. And it's wide enough that you can just like point
What's
it.
the millimeters?
I don't know. 24, I think? No, that's the frame. It just says wide.
There's an ultra wide.
It goes even wide.
All right, so summary of the day. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think I want to end this video just saying it's really important to find community. It's ironic that I started off the video complaining about like my surroundings and the people that I was with. Wait, watch out for that. But it's like I went to an event just now and I was around so many people that were similar to me, similar interests, similar mindset, and it was just so, it felt so good to be around people that had similar views. And again, with balance, because I think it's important to not only be in a group that's just like you. I do think you need to have people that are the opposite of you around you, but I think sometimes it's good to have community very similar to you, just to feel that, like, you know, sense of belonging. And then also have the variation where you have an opposing force, but you also have the similar energy. So having felt so much opposing energy, it was good today to be around people that understood everything I said, that had the same mindset, same goals, same passion. I mean, obviously we do different things, but we're so much alike. It was like good to remember that those things exist. So yeah, ending this video to say, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like you don't belong, sometimes you need to expand a community. Don't mean you have to get rid of the old one. Just means you have to expand the horizons. You need a healthy mix of similarity and differences. Why is this guy speeding right here on the crosswalk? Anywho, yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna end the video on that note. Thank you guys for tuning into the Visual Diary. Again, these videos have no, it's just me chatting, you see me? So big up to everybody who watch it to the end.